So, for this activity, you can download this file, the link is in the description below. It's slightly different from the dub idea that I showed you last time. This time we're dealing with something that's a little bit more electro-y, techno-y. Let's do a quick breakdown of what we're listening to here. Originally it came from another library. I've consolidated it and I've also halved the length of the part. You can listen to the whole of it here. Got a few other sorts of pitches in there. But in the end, I decided that we should just listen to half of it. Now that's been triggered by one long note on C3. What I've also got is that this is set to loop. So basically it will play twice. If I took the loop off, it will just play through and we won't hear the rest, right? I've also restricted it to one voice. I've kept it on Complex Pro. And I have slightly tuned it up because it felt like it was just a little bit flat, but that was to my hearing. You might feel different, I don't know. You might feel differently. I'm using the drum bus in a way that is potentially not the way it's supposed to be used. I'm also using sidechaining on the compressor, which is coming off the 909 kit, is coming off the kick drum itself. What I've also got is quite a lot of reverb coming from A here being sent. It's quite a long reverb, but again, they're using side chaining, so it's side chaining from the bass itself. So if I take the bass out, so I'll solo the reverb. You can hear that. Sort of makes sense in context. I mean, one of the things you could do is maybe fiddle around with this, maybe bring the release down and work out what kind of works for you. Back up. Basically just kind of a classic sort of pattern. And basically the idea is we're going to use the pitch plugin here to alter the pitch of the bass part. Now you can actually do it in the sample window, and that's here under controls. So we could just as much do it from here, but I thought we'd keep the activities in the pitch window. So the notes we're going to use are 0, so that's the root. We're going to use the -2, the +1, which gives us the semitone above, and then back to the 0. It's quite mean sort of bass part. Right? -2, 1, 0. Sounds pretty good. Now to that we can also add the +5, which will give us the 4th, back to 0. +5 again. And then we can also include the 7. Gives us the 5th and then back to 0. So you can kind of make a tune out of that. -2, +1, 0. Up to 5, 7, 0. So those are the numbers to be getting on with. So -2, 1, 0. Let's go up to 7. 5, 0. So here's one trick that you can try. Up to the 4 chord, which is 5, then go to 3, and then to 1, and then back to 0. Now that's a really interesting part. 5, 3, 1, 0. So the 3 is the minor third. So if the bass line pitch for this is C, this takes it up to E flat. So that's the new pitch we're going to try and bring into our patterns. Let's go -2, 1, 0, 3, 1, 5, 3, 7, and then back to 0. Wow. You can get really kind of interesting here. You can try going from -2, let's say, to 5, and then back to 0. That works. -2, 5, 0. We can also try 3, -2, 0. So you get 3, -2, 0. Tons of progressions that you can try, right? So here we go. 7, last one. 5, 3, 1, 0. It's me. -2, 5, 0. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a very quick, a very short look. The project is available to download. Please look at the other videos if you're at any point need a recap in terms of how we're using these numbers. You also have sort of summary screens that will be showing up in the video once we've been through here. Do try it out. Remember, the goal here is to sort of become really confident and be able to improvise, to move ideas around. And remember what I said here. We can use the sample window to effectively do the same thing, right? So we can go -2, 5, 0. You can do that for yourself, right? -2, oh, bit too early, 5, 0. And one more time, in the sample window, here we go, -2, 5, 0. We can go to 1, -2, 0. Okay, so that's a little bit extra for you to try out. The idea here is you can take these numbers and you can transfer them into different devices and essentially elicit the same or similar behaviors. Okay, good. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you next time.